over 100 disappearances of ships and planes in the Bermuda Triangle.
Of the SS Cotopaxi. This ship vanished in 1925.
Amidst those dunes with the horses running, the timbers of the shipwreck rising from the sand.
Shaft 2 is almost like the Holy Grail. We find Shaft 2, we know we have 14 feet to the money pit.
Islands are magical places, isolated from the mainland, surrounded by endless waters, and often shrouded in mystery. Over the centuries, some islands have captured our imaginations with their strange histories, unexplained phenomena, and unique landscapes. Today, we'll explore 10 of the most mysterious islands on Earth, uncovering their secrets, legends, and the intriguing questions they leave behind. Whether you're a fan of ancient civilizations, eerie legends, or scientific puzzles, these islands will fascinate you. So, let's dive in. Easter Island. Our journey begins on Easter Island, one of the most remote inhabited islands on Earth, located over 2,000 miles off the coast of Chile. This tiny island is best known for its moai statues, which are carved from volcanic rock. These statues, with their oversized heads and stern expressions, range in size but can weigh up to 80 tons. Some of the tallest are over 30 feet tall. But here's the mystery. How were these statues moved? Without the wheel or modern machinery, the Rapa Nui people somehow transported these massive structures across the island. Some experts believe they used wooden sledges or rollers, but deforestation on the island suggests that this technique may not have been sustainable. Another theory proposes that the statues were walked, using ropes, shifting them forward step by step. Then there's the question of why the statues were built. Most historians agree that they were likely tributes to ancestors or religious symbols. But what caused the collapse of this once thriving society? Some blame overpopulation and deforestation, while others point to conflicts or even outside invaders. Easter Island remains a cautionary tale about the balance between human ambition and environmental limits. Bermuda Triangle. Our next stop isn't just one island. It's a vast, mysterious region of the Atlantic Ocean called the Bermuda Triangle, marked by the points of Bermuda, Miami, and Puerto Rico. For decades, this area has been linked to strange disappearances. Planes have vanished without a trace, and ships have sunk under mysterious circumstances. One famous case is Flight 19, a group of 5 U.S. Navy bombers that disappeared in 1945. Despite extensive search efforts, no wreckage was ever found. Another mystery is the SS Cyclops, a massive naval cargo ship that disappeared in 1918 with over 300 people on board. Scientists have proposed natural explanations: powerful underwater currents, rogue waves, and methane gas eruptions that can sink ships instantly. Magnetic anomalies in the area could also interfere with navigation equipment. But some believe the truth is far stranger, pointing to alien activity, time warps, or even the lost city of Atlantis. Whatever the explanation, the Bermuda Triangle continues to baffle and intrigue us. Cotra Island. In the Arabian Sea, just off the coast of Yemen, lies Cotra Island, a place so unique that it's often called the most alien-looking place on Earth. Cotra is home to over 700 species of plants and animals found nowhere else, including the iconic dragon's blood tree. This tree gets its name from its red sap, which ancient civilizations believed had magical and medicinal properties. The island's landscape is dotted with otherworldly plants that look like they belong on a different planet. But Cotra isn't just about its biodiversity. Archaeologists have discovered ancient inscriptions and rock art here, suggesting the island was an important trading post thousands of years ago. Some even speculate that Cotra was mentioned in ancient texts as a land of mythical riches. Its isolation has preserved its natural and historical wonders, making it one of the most mysterious islands on Earth. Oak Island. On the opposite side of the world, off the coast of Nova Scotia, Canada, lies Oak Island, a small island with a big reputation. For over 200 years, treasure hunters have been digging into what's known as the Oak Island Money Pit. The Money Pit is a deep shaft that was discovered in the late 1700s. As explorers dug deeper, they found strange artifacts, including wooden platforms, a stone inscribed with cryptic symbols, and even traces of gold. But every attempt to uncover the pit's treasures has been thwarted by booby traps and flooding tunnels. Some believe the pit contains pirate treasure, possibly left by the infamous Captain Kidd. Others speculate it holds the Holy Grail, the Ark of the Covenant, or even lost manuscripts by William Shakespeare. Despite modern technology and decades of excavation, the truth of Oak Island remains elusive. Isle of Staffa. Off the western coast of Scotland lies the Isle of Staffa, a small island with a big secret, Fingals Cave. This natural sea cave is formed entirely of hexagonal basalt columns, created by volcanic activity millions of years ago. What makes Fingals Cave so mysterious isn't just its formation, but its incredible acoustics. The sound of waves crashing inside the cave creates an eerie, almost musical echo. It's said that this natural symphony inspired composer Felix Mendelssohn to write his famous Hebrides Overture. Local legends tell of giants who once lived in the area and built a bridge connecting Scotland to Ireland. Whether you believe in myths or geology, Fingals Cave is a place that sparks the imagination. Sable Island. In the North Atlantic lies Sable Island, known as the Graveyard of the Atlantic. This crescent-shaped island is notorious for its shifting sands and strong currents, which have caused over 350 shipwrecks. Despite its dangers, Sable Island is home to wild horses, believed to be the descendants of shipwreck survivors or horses brought here centuries ago. These horses roam freely, surviving on the island's sparse vegetation. The island's isolation and haunting beauty have made it the subject of many legends, from ghost ships to lost treasure. Today, it's a protected nature reserve, but its mysteries remain. Floating islands of Lake Titicaca. High in the Andes, on Lake Titicaca, the Uros people have built floating islands entirely out of reeds. These islands are not static. They can be moved and rebuilt as needed. The Uros have lived on these floating islands for centuries, using the reeds not only to build their homes, but also to create boats and even crafts for trade. Some historians believe this tradition dates back to pre-Inca times, making it one of the oldest continuous ways of life in the world. These floating islands are both a marvel of human ingenuity and a living link to ancient cultures. Palmyra Atoll. In the middle of the Pacific Ocean lies Palmyra Atoll, an uninhabited island surrounded by crystal-clear waters and dense jungle. Despite its beauty, Palmyra has a dark reputation. The atoll is associated with stories of shipwrecks, mysterious disappearances, and even rumored hauntings. Some visitors report an unsettling atmosphere, as if the island itself is watching them. Because it's so remote, Palmyra has become a hot spot for conspiracy theories, with some suggesting it hides secret military experiments or even extraterrestrial activity. Hashima Island. Off the coast of Japan, Hashima Island, also known as Battleship Island, was once a thriving coal mining facility. At its peak in the 1950s, over 5,000 people lived here in tightly packed buildings. But when the coal industry declined, the island was abandoned almost overnight. Today, Hashima is a crumbling ghost town, with its empty buildings and overgrown streets offering a haunting glimpse into the past. Its eerie atmosphere has made it a favorite location for urban explorers and filmmakers. Bouvet Island. Our final stop is Bouvet Island, the most remote island on Earth, located in the South Atlantic Ocean. This icy, uninhabited landmass is so isolated that even reaching it is a challenge. In 1964, a lifeboat was discovered on Bouvet's shores, with no sign of a crew or ship nearby. How to get there? Who left it? The mystery has never been solved, adding to the island's enigmatic allure. From ancient statues to ghostly ruins, from alien landscapes to unexplained phenomena, These islands remind us of how much of our world remains a mystery. Each one has its own story, leaving us with questions that may never be answered. Which island fascinated you the most? Let us know in the comments, and thank you for joining us on this journey into the unknown.